gathering in prayer in a Lahore cathedral. Pakistani Christians, a vulnerable minority in this overwhelmingly Muslim nation. They fear for themselves and for a fellow believer on death row just an hour from here. This is Asia Bibi, the first woman sentenced to hang under Pakistan's controversial blasphemy law. Death sentences in other cases have been overturned on appeal, but she's now a marked woman. In the village, they tried to put a noose around my neck so they could kill me, she said in this brief appearance outside her jail cell. Her family too is at risk, forced into hiding, so we met them after dark. Her husband Ashik is exhausted from being on the run, from guarding the children at night, and from threatening phone calls.
When they threaten me, they ask my name. I don't tell them. I ask who they are. They won't tell me. But they say, we'll deal with you if we get our hands on you.
Asia's troubles began here in her village. Hers was the only Christian household. She was working in the fields alongside local Muslim women. They claimed she insulted the Prophet Muhammad. She says she was falsely accused to settle an old score. Human rights groups say that's often the case with the blasphemy law. At the village mosque, they want the death sentence carried out. The local imam says he cried with joy when Asia was sentenced. He told us she'll be made to pay, one way or the other.
If
the law punishes someone for blasphemy and that person is pardoned or released, then we will take the law into our own hands.
Already Islamic groups are out on the streets, promising anarchy if Asia is freed. Her case has provoked some debate about reforming the blasphemy law, but the government would have to face down the hardliners. There seems little appetite for that. For now, Asia remains behind bars here at Shekhapura jail, where she's being held in isolation. But in jail or out of it, she could be at risk. Human rights workers say several people accused of blasphemy have been killed in prison and others have been shot dead in court premises. Just being charged with blasphemy can be a death sentence. It was for the two Christian brothers buried here, killed in a courthouse in July. Relatives asked us to hide their faces. They visit the graves once a month. They're too frightened to come here more often. Orla Gearan, BBC News, Punjab.